Hey there, friends. Today we're going to open up Chapter 1 of the Crackhead Diaries. Pretty much a documentary of Hunter Biden, the world's most famous crackhead. As many of you guys know, a few years back when Hunter Biden was discharged from the Navy, he was discharged from the Navy for being hooked on cocaine. That's not a common way to be discharged from the Navy, especially whenever you are very prominent senator, vice president, you're their son. It takes an awful lot for the Navy to kick you out based on cocaine, because believe me, there were all kinds of other reasons that I'm sure they wanted to kick him out. But that pretty much lays the groundwork of what kind of person we're dealing with here. Hunter Biden started dating his brother Beau Biden's ex-wife. Follow me here. Beau Biden, if you'll remember, he died of cancer. Seemed like a pretty stand-up guy, probably the white sheep, where Hunter Biden is the black sheep of the family, the crackhead. We've all got a crackhead in our family, and Hunter Biden is that one in the Biden family. Beau Biden dies. Beau Biden's widow starts getting hooked up with Hunter Biden, and how could you make that kind of a mistake when you know the guy's a crackhead? He's a known crackhead throughout the Biden family. This was not a mystery. And they start dating, and of course she's very aware of his crackheadedness. Hunter Biden goes to a gun store, fills out a 4473. Now remember, this is a person who's already been kicked out of the Navy for cocaine, and his girlfriend now is worried about him, or will become worried about him, because he's also a known crack user. He buys his gun, he lies on his 4473 and says that he is not an abuser of illegal substances, which he is. So he is clearly breaking the law by lying about that. He's actually breaking two laws by lying about that. Laws that would apply to me. I would be thrown in jail for breaking those two laws. Another story. So he breaks those two laws, he buys the 38, takes it home, keeps a loaded gun in his vehicle. Again, stupidest thing he could have done is leaving a loaded gun in his vehicle. His girlfriend at the time, Miss Biden, she fears for his life because of the condition that he's in. He's a crackhead. You know, crackheads have a little bit of a volatile nature, side of them, if you will. So she was afraid of self-harm, what he might do to himself. So she takes the gun from his vehicle, stupidly throws it into a public trash can on the street, a public trash can outside of a grocery store, which is a quarter mile, maybe less than that, from an actual school. So now we've got a crackhead at home, probably chilling out, coming down off a good high, off of that crack ball that he's been smoking, or crack rock that he's been smoking. I'm not a crack smoker, so I don't know what form it comes in, but I assume it's a crack rock because I've seen the Chappelle Show. So he found that his gun was missing, and she ended up telling him that she had taken it because she feared for his life and the self-harm he might do. He freaks out, goes back over to the store, finds that it's not there. Somebody else had picked it up, someone who was looking for aluminum cans and recyclables in the can. The Secret Service finds out about this little debacle. The Secret Service goes to the FFL dealer where Hunter Biden had lied on his 4473 and purchased the firearm from, and tried to strong-arm the owner of the gun store and make them hand over the 4473, which they, by law, one, have to keep themselves for X amount of time for obvious records if the ATF ever needs to refer back to them. So they have to actually keep them in their own physical possession. They can't turn them over. And clearly, they can't turn them over to just anybody that asks. I don't care if you're Secret Service or not. Luckily, the FFL dealer was smart enough and said, no, I'm not turning them over. It's against the law. Clearly, the Secret Service is lying on the Biden's behalf, and text messaging came out that actually showed Hunter Biden referring to the Secret Service going to that FFL and trying to confiscate that 4473 illegally. Took from lockbox of truck and put in paper bag and threw it in trash can at local high-end grocer for no reason. And I freaked when I saw it was missing 10 minutes after she took it. And when she went back to get it after I scared the blank out of her, it was gone, which led to state police investigation of me. True story. Now, two people at the FFL dealer who sold the gun to Hunter Biden actually have firsthand knowledge of the entire incident, confirmed that the Secret Service came to their store to try to confiscate illegally the 4473. So he lied about the information in order to get the gun. He lied on the form, and he was trying to deceive the FFL into selling him a gun, which he was successful at. So I'm not saying people who abuse drugs and are hooked on them don't somehow or another have an issue and a demon that they're dealing with, but you don't think a golden child like Hunter Biden has had every bit of financial and support that you could ever think to have to get him off of drugs, and he still chooses to continue to do it? I'm having a real hard time feeling sorry for the guy. I'm having a real hard time feeling sorry for the fact that this guy should be in jail, because if little old me were to do these same things that he's done, not just the 4473 stuff, the getting caught with crack pipes in my mouth and getting kicked out of the Navy for using illegal substances, I'd probably still be in jail. I'd have jailhouse tats from my neck to my toes. Yet this guy is running free, snorting up coke all over Delaware, and nobody's doing anything about it. You talk about a double standard? I'm tired of hearing people talk about how no one is above the law when this kind of crap happens.